Hi everyone, and welcome to the Luzerne County Community College Report. Yes, the Luzerne County Community College Report. Every month we're going to fill you in on what's happening on this great campus, great school. It's very familiar to me because I was one of the people who were responsible for building LCC as the chairman of the trustees, along with my good friend who has since passed, Michael Hudasik. Today we're going to learn a little bit about what's happening at the college. A lot of great things, great experience for you. It's just something that we need in Luzerne County College. We have Dr. Mary Lou Delegro, Vice President of Academic Affairs of the college. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you, and it's an honor to be here, so thank you for having us and hosting us.
This is, as we were talking before, this brings a lot of great memories back. Like, I can't believe when I see all the things that the college has accomplished. Back in the 70s when we built the college, Mary Lou, it was just amazing. And, you know, not to bore the people with the story, but when we started the school, it was just to meet the needs of the county. All right, and now we're way beyond that, okay? But for the sake of an introductory to the college, give us a little background on how many students and some of the things that we have here.
Yeah, so we're a little bit bigger than we were in the 70s. We're about 4,100 students. About 68%, so about 1/3 of our students are part-time, and they report to us that most of them, about 75% of them, work full-time. So we have expanded a number of programs, but we have also expanded the flexibility to meet the needs of not just Luzerne County. We are actually a service area of 11 counties. So we have not the main campus, which you're very familiar with, and two very beautiful campuses that we call the downtown campuses on the other side of Nanticoke, but we also have 7 centers, and with all of that we have about 100,000 square foot of instructional space, and that includes, and we're going to talk about that today, but that includes dedicated labs to our skilled trades, to advanced manufacturing, open computer labs for students to do not only their homework, but if they don't have computers or internet access, they can use it almost 24/7. And then we also have, well, we have this TV studio, which is downtown. We have another on our main campus. We have a music recording studio, and we also basically have a lot of digital labs for digital design and recording and things like that.
When you're looking at the educational part, all right, which is the most important part, let's talk about the faculty you have and the experience that we have, because it's just superior.
Yeah, well, one thing that we can boast about is that we have the smallest, and that's a good thing, student to faculty ratio. So we have a average ratio of 14 students for every section that we offer. In the fall, we offer more than 800 of them. That means our students get individual attention with faculty that are academically and very much professionally qualified to teach in the discipline that they've been hired to teach. We also have lots of areas where there's support, supplemental education, labs for learning to write better, math labs, and I happen to be a professor of mathematics, but to understand better that type of content. So we really do support our students because they come to us in very different situations. Some are very, most of them are very smart, but they don't always have the circumstance and they can basically study where a traditional four-year or a traditional student can. And in fact, most of our students are adults. So we have a large proportion of students that are 25 to 44. Yes. These are students that are coming back as they now understand the value of college, now working, or they want to upskill, or they want to change their career.
So let me ask you, your background. Tell me a little bit about your background.
So I am a professor of mathematics. I have a degree in engineering, a master's degree, and also one in mathematics, and then I have a doctorate degree in education. I have been in a similar position where in charge of faculty and curriculum, probably for about 15 years. I was a vice president of academic affairs at another college, and then took a job which was similar to that, where I was in charge of curriculum and faculty and student support, and I absolutely love it. I get to see different people all the time.
So coming here then, okay, looking at Luzerne County Community College, okay, what did you see in terms of, education?
Well, first I saw the opportunity to come back to where my roots are. My family is from Nanticoke, Pennsylvania. I graduated, my undergraduate is from the University of Scranton. I just know there is a value of work ethic, family, people really wanting other people to do as well as they can, and helping each other. So I was in Missouri before that, and certainly the Heartland has, those types of values too. But this really is where my roots are, so I really can connect to being back here in Northeast Pennsylvania.
In looking at the educational structure here, how do you rate that?
It's phenomenal, because not only do we have 100+ programs, over 50 of them are what Pennsylvania workforce or information and analysis of workforce would designate as high priorities. Occupations. So these are occupations in which Pennsylvania said there is a great need for them. They're projected in terms of job growth, and they really help the viability of the region in terms of economic and workforce viability. And we hit on all of those, all of the different sectors. We have a program in most of those sectors, and we have them in different varying degrees. We have 1-year certificates, we have certificates that are 3 or 4 months, and we also have 2-year degrees, associate degrees. So if in a very short time you can upskill or retrain and really be qualified to hit the ground running in a job of your choice.
In determining those high priority occupationals, okay, I know back when we started here, there was Luzerne County, and we wanted to fill the needs of, if we needed plumbers and electricians or higher education, that's what the college was for. Looking at this expanded educational system, how do you determine then what needs are important? And I know we'll be talking to Brandon, and we'll be talking about different skilled courses you have here. How do you determine that?
So there's a bunch of very smart people in the Commonwealth and with us, and they look at trends in terms of what industries are coming to your region, what is your trained workforce presently, and what's that gap. And most community colleges, including Luzerne County Community College, fills that gap. I think we are at an advantage over the other 14 community colleges, if I might say, because we fill that gap not just in health sciences, not just in the manufacturing and skilled trades, not just in marketing and accounting and those business skills, but all of it. So we have opportunity depending on what you want to do, what you're good at, and what you're interested in. So we are really a community college.
I'm looking at the high priority programs you have here, okay?
Got a lot,
The programs in health sciences. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have one of the largest, if not the largest, nursing program for qualifying our graduates as RNs in Northeast Pennsylvania. We also have degrees in surgical technology, which is a high priority program, and respiratory therapy that work very closely to practitioners and nurses. And we have an EMS and paramedic program. We just actually had their graduation, and all of those students had jobs. Now they're testing and they'll be licensed very soon, but we have 100% placement rate in EMS, Surge Tech so far, and also in our nursing program.
Now, you also work with the various health facilities.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes,
I understand the health facilities that are just waiting for our graduates.
Oh, very much so. I would be remiss because we also have one of the largest dental hygiene program, which
Yes.
also has
Yes.
a 100% pass rate, and it also has its own dental clinic. So we host a couple times a year a children's clinic where people can come in and free of charge they can get their teeth cleaned and checked by our students. But yes, our nurses have jobs not just a semester before they graduate, often a year before they graduate. So they're very much in need, and if they pass their NCLEX to get their RN license, they have multiple offers.
I understand that there's certain hospitals that just wait for LCC students coming in.
Yes.
And just they want them. Is that correct?
Yes, and as large as Geisinger is, if I could mention
Sure,
that,
yes.
they will say that 60% of their nurses are trained at Luzerne County Community College.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that a compliment to the
It's
teachers
very-
and the,
yes.
the facility, et cetera? When you're talking about the communication arts, which I'm in, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have several programs in communication arts in both visual and audio. So we are actually one of the few, I can only think of one other community college that has a music recording program, and we have 3 music recording studios. And you know this business better than I do, but they have different labs to learn different technologies, and they learn them all. We also have a radio station, as you probably know, WSFX FM, which is student-run, and it wins awards every year for the programming that our students put on.
The artificial intelligence. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we
that
will.
seems to be pretty big these days.
Oh, it's huge. I think we have realized, as most colleges are, that we can't shun that and say that we're not going to teach that, because students use that for all sorts of things, including helping them with their schoolwork, which we, to some extent, think that's okay. We have a responsibility to teach students how to use artificial intelligence in very different modalities. So we'll have a course, and actually you're going to speak to one of the faculty members that are going to teach it, but we are going to offer a course, AI, in manufacturing. And it's going to be team taught, meaning there's going to be 4 faculty in 4 different disciplines talking about using AI, learning AI and using AI in those disciplines. So we'll have someone in manufacturing, we'll have someone that's a computer scientist, we'll have someone that's actually in communication, does graphic design, and actually designs that kind of stuff. And then we'll have someone that really just talks about it in an overall, and it'll be all project-based. So students are just not going to learn about it by opening a book. They are actually going to solve problems as they would be in real time.
Wow, I'm shaking my head because I cannot believe, all of the great things that Luzerne County Community College has to offer right here in our back. And affordability, I mean, talk about that. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't know what you want to do,
Right.
okay, this is excellent for them, because you do accept the credits, all the other colleges, which were
Yes.
a lot of great colleges, I must say. But starting here, what's the tuition now?
We approximately for a year, if you're full-time here, it's about $7,300, which is about $15,000 cheaper than the next, than any 4-year college here.
Yeah. And sometimes I remember when we started, they feel because our rates, our students' rates were so low that they weren't getting the quality of education. That is not true at all.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, because of the grants and funding. I mean, am I correct in saying
Oh,
that?
absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, people equate cost
Yes.
with quality, and
Yeah.
that is absolutely the opposite here. Yes, we piece together funding from outside funding because they recognize the value of an education at a community college, but specifically at Luzerne County Community College. But we are held to the highest standards, just like all the other colleges and universities are in the area. Our faculty actually probably have more experience than many of the faculty at
Yes.
other colleges, and they are so passionate. They connect to Luzerne County Community College, and they stay here and they connect to our students.
You know what I find, Mary Lou? They are dedicated to their students, and they love what they're doing, and it shows. Okay, it shows. Look at the expansions at this college and the donations. People like this place we're at right now, where they people are willing to contribute because they see the benefit in that stuff. There's so much to be said about this college.
Thank you.
You go to the website, my friends, and you'll see a lot of stuff happening. We're hoping through these shows to be able to just inform you what's happening. And once again, we're blessed in this area with many higher educational facilities, and community college works with all of them, correct? Yeah.
They do.
Anything in closing you'd like to say before we bring Brandon on?
Well, first of all, again, thank you for being here in the Joseph A. Pagliant Culinary Institute, which is an amazing place in itself, and thank you for hosting this series. I am really excited for this.
I thought it was, and of course, I think it was just great because we were involved with it, okay? My friends, I'm here at Luzerne County Community College at the Culinary Arts Building. Amazing place. We'll be back right after this. Well, welcome back to the Luzerne County Community College Report. Yes, every month we'll be bringing you information about this fabulous college, Luzerne County Community College. And remember, 24/7, my friends, ssptv.com. You get to watch all of our shows, all the reports we do. Starting also, we'll be doing the Luzerne County Report. So we're trying to keep you informed of what's happening. We are very proud to be your social media station. We heard from Dr. Delagretto, who was the Vice President of Academic Affairs. And now we have Brandon Babbish, who is Department Chairman of Applied Technology. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing well.
What a beautiful place this is, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's just, I'm always excited when I come down here because I remember we built the college back in the 70s. It was just unbelievable. So how do you like working here?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, you got a new president now?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's talk about what you do as the Department Chair of Applied Technology. Work-based programming. Give me an education.
Sure. Part of the work-based programming is we came up with a new degree. We developed a new curriculum called Advanced Manufacturing. It's a certificate of specialty. And one goal in creating that program is working with our local industry and getting some feedback on particular skill sets that are required within our sector. They assisted us in determining a set of core requirements for the degree. And some of those core requirements consisted of workplace safety training, manufacturing, math, physics, some print reading, and a lot of our industries are in dire need of training or trained students, employees, so and they need a quick turnaround. So what we did was we incorporated a built-in internship. This way, some of the students can, be working with these local employers while they're completing the degree. Within this degree, we also need it to have a quick turnaround. So the certificate can be completed in 1 year. So we worked with industry to establish some particular core classes, some skill sets that are required. And we also kept the student in mind and also possibly an employee within their company. We wanted it to have a flexible schedule for the students. For an example, the students will not be going to school Monday through Friday. They could participate with their internship while they're studying here at Luzerne. What's unique about the track is students can sign up for the certificate. They could pick an area of specialization. After they complete the core requirements, they could concentrate their studies in welding, CNC manufacturing, industrial facilities maintenance, electrical construction, and plumbing and HVAC. So they have an opportunity to study 5 tracks. We also worked with industry in designing this program so we can offer short-term training. A lot of our local industry call it micro-credentials training, but we designed it where we could have multiple entries and exits, and it could be completed in time frames from 5 to 15 weeks.
The interesting is that's just fantastic. The interesting thing is that there's so many people today that want to change their career, okay? And when you're talking about plumbing and, the trades, that's amazing what's available to them today. And age is no factor here. Am I correct? I mean, someone could be doing, working, and they say, look, I should dabble with maybe becoming a plumber or in the air conditioning or whatever. Opportunities are unbelievable. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, and the overwhelming support we got from the community, not just the employers. With this degree, we're also offering it at an early college level. So we have local articulations with several high schools. So students are actually taking this as juniors and seniors. With this program, they could benefit from getting a degree while they're a
Yes.
senior.
Wow.
before they're a senior, and then we have it designed for pathways for transferring into an associate degree as well.
So, Brandon, do you get requests from business owners in saying, look, I need plumbers, I need electricians, I need this, I need that? I mean,
Daily.
yeah, it must be amazing what you get, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of the the most thing I'm proud about of the program is the placement of students.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And what the internships did, the amount of feedback we got, the plumbing and HVAC and electrical is about a semester ahead just by the way we created the program and the time we got the paperwork done, but they have like 95% placement.
And your internship's invaluable. I mean, because they're now working with these professionals and plus getting a college education. Are you kidding me? It's just unbelievable. Thrive in 5, thrive in 3. Well, I want to thrive in, maybe in 20 minutes. So tell me what this thrive in 5 and thrive in 3 is.
Sure. The Thrive in 5 is geared toward manufacturing, where students will be able to work in production systems, set up, troubleshoot production lines. For an example, if they concentrate in the 5 tracks, I'll give one quick example, the automation. They'll learn robotics. They'll learn industrial maintenance, some programmable logic controllers to keep the production lines going. So we developed the Thrive in 5 for the manufacturing, and for this coming year, we did a Thrive in 3 for our electronics engineering technology program, where they're going to focus on some basic electronic skills, and also they're going to be getting into the automation and robotics and PLC training. So they have a few different tracks that they could take in that field.
In terms of instructors now, okay, you bring in some skilled people who have been in the industry helping with your educating these young people or older people. It doesn't make any difference. Am I correct?
Yes. We have an excellent pool of adjuncts.
Yes.
They work in our local sector. We get a few from our advisory board. Most of our faculty have quite a bit of experience. We also participate in workforce development training. So we actually go out to the facilities and train employees as well with skill sets.
Getting back, I just noticed here on my notes here, your short-term training. Okay, I find that interesting because it's 5 to 16 weeks.
Yes.
Here's an opportunity for someone to come in and get a feel for that. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
I think here again, that's a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, and we've done many areas of that. Just an example, maybe CNC programming or AutoCAD training or electrical wiring, electrical motors or maintenance and welding. So they could actually earn, a skill set and be employable. We cater to generally what the employer requests.
Yeah.
For an example, if they give their employees a few hours a day for 5 weeks, they could get that skill set and advance through the company.
So you said you get calls from, you say daily. I imagine you do. So if I'm interested, I could call and just say, look, what are you getting calls for? Well, Sam, I'm getting calls for this, this, and this. And it gives me an opportunity, or maybe I could dabble with that specific occupation. Am I correct?
Yeah, right now, a lot.
What's your demand right now?
Maintenance.
Is that right?
Yeah, a lot of our workforce is nearing retirement.
Yeah.
And they have invaluable skill sets. They've been doing it for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
They've been through technology changes, and we got to replace that workforce soon.
Yeah. And I think sometimes people take the title and say maintenance, and but there's a whole different concept in maintenance than what we're thinking about.
Absolutely.
It's not just pushing a broom,
No.
okay? And I think that's what you should look at, and that's where the the skill set comes in. Am I correct in saying
Yes.
that? Yeah. It's just amazing, Brandon, the opportunities that we have here at Luzerne County Community College, and it's a pleasure to meet with you and Mary Lou and learn so much about it. It's like I'm blown away every time I come here. What do you have in closing to say?
Before we started, you mentioned a little history about working with the community and the importance of that, and that's one thing that I take a lot of pride in. Working with the local employers, local schools.
Are you a native?
I'm from Hazleton.
No, it couldn't be from a better place. Yeah, well, yeah.
But it's rewarding, and I really enjoy working with the students, watching their skill sets, and placing them locally. They don't have to leave the area.
And it's great to see a lot of our faculty, okay, that are, like Mary Lou said, her roots are here. And you know what the people want and what need, and you know everyone, which is great, you know. And people who come in from out of town that we've hired, when I was on the board, they get acclimated to the community. So we have a lot to talk about in the next couple of months about what's happening at the college, and I wish you the best, my friends. It's just amazing what they have. But go to their website. All that information is there, phone numbers there, you can get information. It is truly a great opportunity we have here at Luzerne County Community College. I'm telling you, it's the #1 community college in the state of Pennsylvania, and I mean that. We'll see you next time.